What is good, you guys? We're back with another video, and I know y'all see the title of the video. You know what I'm saying? Not the usual post-game recaps. We're going to talk about the game for a second, but it was a 40-point game, and I have to be ready for this type of stuff because soon there won't be any more NBA games, and from here on out, it's going to be one game every night, and at some point, there won't be a game every night. We just had that in the stoppage between the conference finals and the semifinals, and there's going to be a couple slugs, you know what I'm saying, a couple 40-pointers, you know what I'm saying, where there's just not much to talk about, and I'm going to go ahead and get some data, some points out on this game, and then I'm going to talk about the topic that you see on the thumbnail and the title. The Bucks dominated. Giannis was insane. Jrue Holiday took it personal that Trae Young dropped 48 on his head and wanted to talk about it to him as well. Shimmy, shake, all that arrogant type of stuff, because sometimes can come by and bite you, and today it kind of did. Shout out to the Bucks for hitting literally every three. It felt like everyone was going in. It was a dagger after dagger after dagger. Trae Young had like 8 turnovers in the first half. Kevin Huerter was trying to do something, and he was probably the only decent scorer in that first half. John Collins was trying to bring the energy. Just wasn't enough today, man. The Bucks, I'm rooting for the Hawks, but the Bucks are the better team. That's why I said Bucks in 6 at the beginning of the series, but I want the Hawks to win. Hopefully they can bounce back, and the rest of the series isn't like this, and this doesn't stick in their head. Saw Cam Reddish today. Love a Cam Reddish sighting. Big Cam Reddish fan. Want to see it more. First freaking attempt was a cut, and he was about to boom on somebody and just went in and out. That was very tough for me. Love to see Cam Reddish play. Can be a really good defender and has scoring potential at some point. Hopefully he can contribute in this playoffs. But that's all I got for this game, man. The Bucks just dominated. Alright, now let's get into the title of this video. NFL versus NBA comparisons. NFL, NBA comparisons. These will all be quarterbacks, and I think I may talk about one running back in here, but I am above casual NFL fan, and when it comes to the NBA, I feel like I'm a big enough NBA fan that I can tie my NFL knowledge into it and kind of make a decent video creative idea. I'm sure somebody has talked about this before, but hey, seemed like a pretty good idea to me, and I was just thinking about it earlier today. Some of the legacy comparisons, GameStop comparisons, all that type of stuff. But let's get into the first one that just bounces out to me, you know what I'm saying? And that one is Giannis Antetokounmpo, person that just dominated today, and Lamar Jackson, the Baltimore Ravens quarterback. And I think this because they have play styles that some would say doesn't take as much skill as others. You know what I'm saying? Lamar Jackson is the fastest quarterback in the league, and some would say, oh, that's just God-given. He doesn't know how to pass. Giannis can't shoot and shows to shoot at the free throw line for real, and is a person that everybody said, oh, he just runs and dunks, or he just runs and dunks. And they had that type of stigma over them. They're also 2 MVP winners that they got their MVP, but they haven't been, like, a lot of people don't look at them as that guy, you know what I'm saying, as that MVP. A lot of people think that other people should have won the MVP that they won. A lot of people think they're just regular season players. They have a lot of comparisons, and they've showed that some of those things may have been true at times, but they're making it better, you know what I'm saying? Lamar Jackson getting his first playoff win last year, and Giannis in the Eastern Conference Finals tied 1-1. Hopefully they can kind of break the things that are talked about them with the MVPs not being able to win the playoffs, all that type of stuff. Their play styles not being for the playoffs, all those type of stuff is very, very similar between Lamar Jackson and Giannis Antetokounmpo. Now let's talk about 2 players that have even played an NFL or NBA game yet, but the comparisons with their situations are insanely similar. And that is the Jacksonville Jaguars with Trevor Lawrence, and now just getting the first overall pick, Cade Cunningham with Detroit Pistons. They're two players that people have been taking for all season. Fade for Cade, tank for Trevor. All those type of sayings, you know what I'm saying? They are expected to come in and be the saviors of their team, the complete saviors. They're supposed to come in and change the entire organization, like a Tom Brady or somebody at that type of level would. That's the expectations that these 2 guys have on their plates. Is that fair? I don't think so. Should you be expected to have something there before the players come? Yes, and it seems like, especially with the Detroit Pistons, they do. Not sure as much with the Jacksonville Jaguars because, like I said, I'm an above average, a little bit above casual fan of the NFL. So I'm not sure what all they have outside of Trevor Lawrence, DJ Chark, I guess. I'm not gonna get into much of the NFL side, but Detroit Pistons, Sadiq Bey, great rookie class from last year. Sadiq Bey, Killian Hayes, although he was hurt for a lot of the year. Isaiah Stewart, great pickup, and Saban Lee. That's 4 rookies. Got Jeremy Grant. They have something to build on, but the similarities are just in their situations coming up to the draft. How all NFL and NBA teams viewed them coming into a tank for Trevor, fade for Cade, all that, and just the savior that these teams think that Trevor Lawrence and Cade Cunningham are going to be for their squads. Alright, now let's talk about my next comparison, and that is Luka Doncic, Patrick Mahomes. Now, Patrick Mahomes has won way more than Luka Doncic, but them just being these young, having a chance to be one of the greatest of all time type of guys early in their career, and having the trajectory of that is very, very similar. Patrick Mahomes winning a Super Bowl definitely helps, and Luka hasn't got out the first round. I understand that, but the talent is insanely there, and that's why I think they're very similar. Also, their play styles, they're nice guys. They kind of play around with the ball. They like doing fancy stuff. All that type of stuff really points out the comparison between Patrick Mahomes and Luka Doncic. Let's talk about my last comparison between the NBA and NFL players, and that is, I think, a really good comparison. Something that this is the one I had to think about the most because I wanted to get 4, like a nice 4 comparisons for y'all, and this is my last one. And this one is Trae Young and Josh Allen. Now, I know a lot of people wouldn't think that, right? I know this is kind of out there a little bit, but my explanation is, Josh Allen and Trae Young are insanely talented and insanely accomplished for how young they have been in both of the leagues. But they have also a young guy that's just above them, and that's in Luka and Patrick Mahomes. And that's why I kind of get the compare, because they get compared, both of them, Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes, and Trae Young and Luka get compared a lot, and their legacies will kind of be intertwined a lot because the play styles of Mahomes and Allen and Trae Young and Luka being drafted, traded for each other. So Josh Allen and Trae Young being kind of under Luka and Patrick Mahomes, but still being great players, is very, very comparable. Both of them kind of being a little bit arrogant, cocky, confident, you know what I'm saying? And them kind of taking a team for real, just like Luka did. Both of them taking teams and just kind of slowly progressing. Both of them starting off bad, starting off a little cold, having to get your feet into it, you know what I'm saying? That is very, very comparable. Josh Allen wasn't a great quarterback year 1, and Trae Young had to struggle a little bit before he really got into being a really good point guard. After the All-Star break of his first season. So that's very, very comparable for those two players. Alright guys, that's all I got for you guys today. If you like these NFL NBA comparisons, if you like this intertwined content, this creative content I have coming out for y'all after the NBA Finals, this is just a little bit of a taste of it, you know what I'm saying? I'm not just a post-game recap guy. I can think about some really good ideas, put it out to y'all, and get some content, get some feedback, you know what I'm saying? So if y'all like this type of content, go and like us up on the feed if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys next time.